Hello everyone. Okay, in this session, I will teach you how to make use of the what we call soroban. In our country, it is popular as the abacus. Okay, I want you to observe the shape. In Japan, they call it the computing tray, or that's it in their tongue, soroban. If you will go to China, they call it swanpan. The swan pan is different from this. Okay, I will introduce first the parts. As you can see at the upper deck, this is what they call the heavenly deck or the heavenly tray. This one, heaven. Heaven means at the upper portion. So the only finger who can touch the heavenly tray is your pointing finger. So if you wish to push this one up, do it like this. If you want to move it down, do it this way. Okay, do it this way. So up and down. Now, let's go to the earthly beads or the earthly deck. So heaven and then earth. So in the earthly deck, you will make use of your thumb. This one is used to move the beads upward like this. Now, your pointing finger is used to move the beads downward. So up, down, up, down. Okay. The proper way of arranging the beads is to reset it this way. Okay? Now, this is a modern design of a soroban or abacus because they've added a mechanism here at the back with a spring for it to arrange the beads, or we call it restart. Now, I will introduce to you the ancient or traditional soroban without the restart button or reset button. Okay. This is a soroban used in Japanese elementary schools. Okay? If you will observe, there are so many rows. I think there are about 3 dozens or 2 dozen of rows. Now, what's the difference between swanpan and soroban? Swanpan from Chinese, there are 2 beads at the heavenly deck and then 5 beads in the lower deck or earthly beads. The Japanese improve it because it's a little bit complicated and difficult to handle. That's why they've introduced their own. They improvise, and nowadays this is used in many East Asian schools. In India, they have a school intended for soroban use only. In Bangladesh, in Japan, and even in Korea. And I've watched a video on YouTube. In Singapore, it is also being taught to primary school. Now, for the beads to be counted, it must be near the, what's this? The dividing tray, or this one. Uh, in the traditional abacus or soroban, there is a white line. Okay? In order for your bead to be counted, it must be near the white line. In the modern version that I have, okay, I think this is made in the Philippines. There is no white indicator in this row. So for it to be counted, para ma-consider siya na number na, dapat malapit siya sa itong row na ito. It's supposed to be the white row or the partition, what do we call this? Partition line. Okay, now let's go to the basics. I will teach you how to count first using the abacus. So counting is very easy. All you have to remember, the decimal place value or place value, this one is for ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, and so on. So the place value will start from right to left. So ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, and so on. So the proper arrangement is like this. All of the beads should be away from the partition line. So if you have the traditional without the reset button, you will do it this way. And then for the heavenly beads, you will do it this way so that it will move away from the partition line. Okay? So let's go now to the counting process. So count. How to count? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you move the 4 beads for it to be replaced by 5. That's 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9. Since it's already full, you have to move on the 10th row or 10th column, I'm sorry. This is the 10th decimal place. So we start and then 10, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, borrow. So you will use 5 because this one is equivalent to 5. The earthly beads is equivalent to 1. I forgot to explain it earlier. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then restart 20. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, restart 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, borrow, okay, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and then 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, and so on and so forth. So that's how the way you count using the soroban or abacus. Now, this device is used during the ancient times to to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Okay? I am going to separate the video. If I have time, I will teach you how to add, subtract, divide, and multiply using the abacus. The basic part only. So for addition, let's try addition. Any number. For example, 5 plus 6. So you will place 5 and then 6. So for you to do that, in the one place or at this place value, you cannot write 6 anymore because there are only 4 beads left. So it means you have to borrow from the 10. So that's 10. In order for you to write 6, so 10 minus 4. So 10 minus 4. So move 5 and then add 1. Okay? So the answer is 11. Why 11? That's 1, 1. So 11. Okay, another example. How about 2 plus 2? So 2 plus 2. Oh, so that's 4. How about 5 plus 3? So 5 plus 1, 2, 3. So that's 8. Okay? How about 48? So 48, how to write 48 using the abacus? 48. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 3. That's 48 plus Let us say 151. So 48 plus 151, you will use now the hundred place. So 151. So the answer is 199. Okay, is it clear? So that's how easy it is to add using the abacus. You can even use bigger number like trillions or billions. You can add it easily using this one, using the same method. Now, for subtraction, division, and multiplication, I do not know if I have time to make another video for that. But you can search on YouTube. There are so many tutorials on how to multiply, add, and subtract. For division and multiplication, you have to use this one with multiple rows or multiple columns. Columns pala if it's like this. If it's like that, row. Okay, so that's all for the basics of the ancient device used for computation. This is called the abacus, or in Japanese, soroban. In Chinese, swanpan. Okay? Now, you can make like this if you do not have one. It's very easy. You just collect beads or any other material that can move like this manner, and then you can practice counting, adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying using this one, using the same method. Okay, thank you.